Welcome, everyone. I'm Dr. Yasapa. Welcome to the free English class. Today, we're going to do English lessons on Chinese medicine. So, I have a special guest here with me, and we will begin in just one moment. Let me check the signal first, okay, guys? One moment. Would you like to introduce yourself while I check the signal, please? Give me 1 second. Yay. Are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, can you introduce yourself, please? I want to check the signal.
Okay. Hello, Dr. Yesapar. I am Ngữ and I'm from Vietnam. Now I want to share with you a little bit about yin and yang therapy. Uh, yes, as you can imagine, there's a yin and yang therapy stem from Chinese. Therefore, is very clearly there's a how we can imagine about yin and yang. That's a symbolize for two things. That's a uh, yarn in the park, the white park you can see here, and on the other, that's the yin is symbolized for dirt, and that's it. The first thing I want to say about yin, yin is symbolized for passive, and the opposite, that's the yang, active, and everything that will conflict, cold and hot, death and life, winter and summer, female and male, night and day, event and odd, moon and sun, water and fire. Everything in the natural, we can have two things that's a conflict. And after that, you can see in the circle, uh, it will change. It will change from the white to the dark, and in the midnight, the dark will change uh, the white. Everything that will change the day until night, and the day and the night. Or we can see the spring, summer, autumn, and winter. Everything in the life, everything in the natural is will change in a circle. Or we can see the sun and the moon. Yeah, it's very clearly. And after we understand about the circle, and you can move to the other. That's how to use in the body, because the body is just the small earth we compare with the big earth, that's our planet. Everything in the planets is the similar with our body. um to understand, and you apply for the medicine, and you can use these two things for diagnose disease for every people. For example, you have the symptom for fever. You feel so really hot, and after that you want to treat the heart. You must use several herbs. They have the thing that's a cold. Uh, Maybe you can use the cold water to release the hot from your body, and that's a good choice for treatment. And you don't need to trust in this situation. You understand? Uh, do you have any question for my situation? That's a fever, and you just use the natural treat. on the other situation, that's a you feel in the summer, and usually you feel your body will have a higher heated higher temperature, and you should to use the cold water. You should to use the earth. That's really nice for your body. And for example, with mint or vegetable or fruit. Yeah, fruit with green. Don't give fruit with the yellow or red, because that maybe have a bit hot. Okay. And next with on the other slide, the first the people know about yin and yang therapy for long time. You know, it's around about 5,000 years old. It's really long. Uh, before before Western medicine is nowadays the people use very much. Um, I want to say some people that know this Chinese medicine, and we can search something on internet or the book and read in this here. So this is a very nice picture. Uh, this is Earth, and you know have there some items in this our planet. This is about autumnal or winter or vernal or summer. This is the circle, and that will stem from, I think, very long time. It's very hard to explain for everybody understand. But um, when I learn and university, my sister taught we can use this with the body, and in the high that's the
Yeah, may I say
sky.
something? May I say something? You know what this
Yeah,
reminds me of? You know what it reminds me of? This reminds me of the northern pole. I know you said this is the Earth, but
yeah,
this reminds me of, if you look at outer space, it's represented with the same way, a circle, and then the circle in the middle would be the northern star. So we would call this the circumpolar, circum as in circle, circumpolar as in pole, as in North Pole or South Pole, circumpolar zodiacal projection, like a map projection. It looks like that, and this is very ancient. It's much more ancient than the solar zodiac, which is the Aries, which is the Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Leo, Virgo, Libra. Do you know what I'm talking about? So this is the circumpolar zodiac. I never noticed that this is the same or very similar representation. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say. That's all I wanted to say. I'm going to mute my microphone. Okay, continue.
um, because this is the first I share with you and uh other, so I can explain this for the first time. But it's okay. Oh well, um, we can see several symbol on the flags. This flag of South Korea. We can see in this that's a symbolized for yarn, and to this here that's a yin. and the people can connect yin and yang to create the order symbolized. You can see in this here we have four, first, four items in this here, and we have the symbolize that's it, the heart and blue and the flag. This will say that's it really really important with career. You understand? Because this therapy is
Yes, I understand.
actually complicated, really complicated. And until now, I just know very simple about this therapy. Uh, for the first, that's it, just one, and that's become two, and well, that's become four, and it's become eight, and over. That's around 64 items is similar with this. And in the Chinese, they will throughout a long time to know and explain this therapy. Hmm. We can see is exists for a long time and a, a very kinds of uh and um doctor Yesabi is a, I will test for you.
Yes, yes, yes. Can I help you, or
Okay.
can I help you, or
Yes.
what would you like for me to do?
I will send for you my people, my slides, and I just to hear you discuss about problem. That's just the simple principle of about yin and yang. We have four. We have four. That's a opposite. Interdependent, interchangeable, and transform into one another. That's a all of this about yin and yang. And you, if you have the question, I will explain more. But to develop this slide in a big imagination is really hard.
Yes, I have a question. Yes, yes, I have a question. I have a question. So I'm familiar with yin and yang being opposites. Um, interdependent means they are. How is it? Could you talk about how they are interdependent? Number two.
Interdependent. Okay. It's mean, you know,
Yes. Can you
in
discuss?
the word,
Give
yeah,
an
in the
example of how
word,
they are interdependent. Number two, please.
yes. That's it. Well, that's a let me think how to choose a good example. There's a man and woman. If in the world, we have a man and we don't have any woman, you know what? The life never can continue because we don't have any offspring. Uh, that's just not existed. Or if you have the sons, you just have a day. We don't have the night. The people, they can release uh their stressful. You just work out every day from day to day. You just work. You don't have time to rest, and the
Great
life.
example. I understand. Yes.
Yes, that's just the chance from the one thing to the other thing. Just the day and the night, just from and compile. That's well a one consistent, consistent, and we can separate that. That will be continue cultivate every day.
And can you give an example of three and also four, please?
Mm. And this is here,
Example of three and four.
as I mentioned, as I mentioned, you know, see that's just the chance from the day to the night, and it's very clearly that when we open my eyes in the early morning, we can see that's just have a slight temperature, but in the midday, you will see it's really hot. And after that, in the afternoon, the dark will be become become and uh the temperature is will more slight, and in the midnight you will really cold. That's just interchangeable, changeable. Or let me see. Nowadays we have the situation that they talk about men and women, and they say men, that's a person just have a positive energy. They must work and bring the money for the woman and take care for of them. But all of the men, they can keep the balance in their life. Sometimes they will be have a bit slight. They can keep their life is the hurt. Oh, sorry. I mean, they just feel sometime they want to have a light for their life, and just around um, 60%, 70% for men, and have a bit around 20 or 30% women. That's just the changeable. On the opposite, the woman, you can see some women, they are really strong. She want to keep the control everything in her life, and also he want to keep the the role for working out and earn the money to take care of her family, and the man will be stay at home and cooking and take care for of children. Do you have any mistake or make sense?
Yeah, I want to see if I understand. So it appears to me, and correct me if I'm wrong. So everything is based upon the opposites, and then the relationship of the opposites, and how one opposite interacts with the other opposite. If I'm correct. So, for example, interdependent. Um, so they need each other. Like you said, a man and a woman need each other to reproduce. Correct.
Yes.
So it's required to uh, keep the organism living, the next generation. Because I teach astrotheology, and a lot of that has to do with nature. So in the springtime, the next generation of the vegetation will come. So all the vegetation grows back again. So you need winter to transition into spring. But spring and summer are opposite of fall and winter.
Mm.
But they are interdependent because they have to transform in order for the plants to grow, at least in the Western Hemisphere. And let's see, interchangeable. Uh, the way I understand that, for example, let's say, do you know the solstices like winter solstice and summer solstice? Winter
It's
solstice.
mean.
Well, one can become the other. So if you have this, if you have the yin and the yang, they're interchangeable along this line. Is that correct?
No, it's
No,
not
can you explain
exactly.
it to me again then?
It's
Interchangeable.
interchangeable. Yeah, it's the interchangeable. That's a can
So, or is it the
the
transform? We
role.
have a concept in in astrology involving the winter and summer solstice, uh, or the transformation of personality. Well, let's say hot and
Mm,
cold, for example, hot and cold. So hot can transform into cold. It's just the degree. Okay, never
mm.
mind. Continue.
In my
Hold on,
limit
hold on, hold on.
knowledge,
Wait. Hold
yeah,
on. Can you repeat that?
in my limit knowledge, I can't explain clearly about knowledge. You know, interchangeable that it will change the role in the life. For example, sometimes you have the hot in the day from the sun, and you feel so really good. But you know, in the dark, for several times in around the day, um in the lunar center lunar calendar from I think around 1 to 7 1 to 7 you can see the moon on the sky, and you will see the sky really dark. You don't see anything. But after that, it's around 15 or 16 or 17, you can see on the sky very um very light. You can see around everything clearly in in the evening, you know.
Yes.
But
Yes, that's
on
what
the
I'm saying.
other, yeah, but on the other, uh, it's a clear
Yes, that's what I'm
the
saying.
day,
That's what I'm
but
saying. So,
we have the storm, and the day don't have any light. You will see dark. It's like that. Or we can use our body. Sometimes you have a higher positive energy. You want to control everything, but some days you feel very tired. You have the negative energy. You don't want to do anything. That's just the interchangeable from day to other days. But
yes.
you are is you. Just it's just you. I
Yes, I
can see
understand.
Yasabi, and on the other I also see Yasabi. Is not the other person, just you.
Yeah, so we have these same concepts in the astrology, the very same concepts in astrology and astrotheology, but they're related. So we would call yin and yang the hermetic law of opposites. We call it the
Mm,
hermetic law of opposites, and the relationships are the same, but they interact when this. according to the change of the seasons, and then the extreme differences uh, between the seasons. Like winter is the opposite of fall. I'm sorry, winter is the opposite of summer. And then the extreme opposites of the zodiac sign in terms of personality or characteristics. Anyway, thank you. I'm going to mute my microphone. Continue, please.
Yeah, perfect. You finish your stream light?
So, everyone, just wait a minute. I don't know if the doctor got kicked out or if she's coming back. I don't know. Let me contact her and ask her what's happening. Give me 1 second, please. Give me 1 second, everyone. Okay. All right. Okay. Hi. Nya, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Somehow we lost the connection. I don't know what happened. Okay. So that was, uh, can I call you Doc? Can I call you Doc?
Yeah.
So Doc, that was a great presentation. And so everyone, this is our first time ever talking. We never talked to each other before. This is the first time. Isn't that right? Yeah, this is our first time talking to each other. Um, but we had some communication by chat, text. But I'm so surprised that yin and yang is so much like astrology. I'm shocked. Uh, that it's so similar. So I see it closely tracks nature, right? It's based
Yeah,
upon nature.
exactly. Exactly.
Uh,
Um,
the the yin yang is based upon nature. Is that right? Can you hear me?
exactly. Yeah, exactly. This is
Ah,
the first therapy we should study when you want to understand anything about traditional medicine.
so can you?
And
Oh, go ahead.
this is the basic to learn 5 elements or diagnose or treatments.
Yeah. So can you talk about how to use it to diagnose illness, or
As
give an
I
example or something?
mhm. As I mentioned, let's see if you have the fever syndrome and you want to treat for patients and the basic, that you just use the cold water and have a, a fabric and in this here and in this here and after that you will release the hot temperature from your patient. That's the basic. And you must use the fan to release, but you don't try into use the hot water or the hot tools.
So you can use it in adults and children, also infants, newborns, or is it for adults only, or how does it? What's the application? So you can use it in adults.
I can hear. I don't hear you.
So I asked if you can use it, let's say with newborns. Can you use it with infants, with children, or only adults?
No, everybody from the child to adult, every people if they have the problem in their body and they feel fever, they feel hot, you can use cold water for the first aid before you use drugs.
So they use it, let's say neonatology, or do you have in natural medicine something like a neonatologist or
Absolutely. I've had a lot of herbs in my clinic, but that's the name from Chinese and Vietnamese name. I don't know the name in English or Latin. Um,
okay,
yeah, and it's really hard to explain for you understand. But I could use the acupuncture to treat for them to release their temperature in several acupress, in the first that's a depend the lung um, system
yes,
because everything when you make the symptoms from weather when you go out and you eat the midday and after that you will is very fast to have the heart in the afternoon. Therefore, I would love to use the acupuncture uh, in this here,
yeah,
in the lung system until in this here, for the press to release on a thing about the head. Yeah, after that, if you don't have the needles for acupuncture, you also use your hand to massage, or acupressure in the
yeah.
body. That you don't use trust or Western medicine. And the next step, I will use trust or um, just have the kinds of to help me diagnose what happened with them. They have the problem with the weather, or they have the problem if they are stressed, or they just have the problem in the body, from lung, from heart,
Yeah.
or from stomach, or from yeah, mm, any kinds of organs. I think.
I'm amazed. I'm amazed. I never, this thought pattern never came to my mind. It's amazing to me. So, can you talk a little bit more about the Korean flag? The
um,
the 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 lines on the outside of the Korean flag. Those are also diagnostic. Or can you open the presentation again?
Because the people, they are very easy to make so suffer from the weather.
Yeah.
For example, I live in Vietnam, and the temperature in Vietnam really hot. You know, I suitable with the weather, but now I choose travel to America. Uh, the United States, the Canada, and the weather is there very cold. I can live it there, and and become vulnerable, and make a lot of symptom. Is allergic, runny nose, and um, sneeze. It's like that, and I can live there. That's just be um, dependent the weathers, or just when I live in the spring and I feel so comfortable. But when the weather changes to winter, it's very cold, and I can't live. I feel tired, and every day I should to use the antihistamine, for example. That will release my symptom, but I could use I could understand my body, and I just use several suitable clothes, and recheck the light temperature, and every day I use hot water. It's like that.
Uh-huh. So, can you show the PowerPoint again? I'd like to ask you a question from the PowerPoint, if you don't mind.
I forgot.
Is it okay or no? Yes, yes or no? I'm curious
Mm,
about the Korean flag. You talked a little bit about the
Korean,
Korean flag.
Korean flag. I don't understand this question. Please explain.
The PowerPoint. Can you show the PowerPoint again? I'll put it in the chat. Hold on one second. Hold on. I'll type it in the chat. Okay. Can you see the chat? No, I'll send
Yeah.
it to you. Hold on. One moment. Can you check your Zalo, please?
Yeah.
So, in astrology, I want to show you something. Uh, my interest is in astrology and astrotheology. So the yin, the line that separates them, uh, give me 1 second. So let's see if I can find it. I'll show you. Okay. So if you can just imagine, um, do you see the? Hold on, where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay. Can you see the line? I don't know if you can see that. No?
No, no.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Do you see the line? The
Yes.
thin line? Well, the yin and yang reminded me of that. But this,
Exactly.
yeah, this
Exactly.
line represents the pathway of the sun. Yeah,
Exactly. That's the formula. For help you understand better for yin and yang. That will change. That
yeah.
will
And
change.
this is, we call this the ecliptic. So
Exactly.
the ecliptic in astrology, this is the ecliptic. It shows the apparent, the path of the sun from the first day of the year until the end. So 360 degrees would be the circle, and then this line. So when you're speaking, this is what it reminded me of. And on this line represents each season of the year, like you discussed. Do you understand me?
Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. As you explained, it's similar with same formula in mathematics.
Yes. And so, for example, this circle would be the perimeter of space, outer space, the heavens, where the planets and stars are. And
Mm.
then the center where they converge, uh, that reminds me of the graph that you saw. This would be the North Pole with the North Star, with the northern
Mm.
constellations. So I'm amazed because I had no idea that yin and yang discussed all of this.
Exactly. It's good. It's good. Imagination is called your mind
Yeah,
to remember in the past.
yeah, I'm
That's
going
the
to use
basic for mathematics.
yeah, I'm going to use what you showed me about yin and yang in my classes. So
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I never
Exactly.
made, I never made the connection between yin and yang and the astrology. Never made the connection. But I'm I wish I could find better
Mm.
better images to show you. Let me try to find the North Star. Hold on. Let's see. This is so close. This is so close to what my interests are, except for you're using it for health, and I'm using it to study the stars. It's interesting. As above, so below. As below, so above. Right?
Yeah, I love mathematics. And when I study about yin and yang, I comparing the same light as you imagine nowadays. And I would like to use this formula in my mind and help me uh, have the good ideas to accept this therapy. Yeah, when
Yeah.
we don't have any idea, it's really hard to remember. Wow, so
If you could
medicine.
imagine that.
Yeah.
So this is over a period of maybe 1 year or more years, but these are the stars forming the circle that we've been discussing. And then in the center, of course, is the northern star. They don't move. They always stay visible. So when you presented the information, that's what came to my mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
But of course, also the Earth and the North Pole, right? But it's amazing. I'm gonna find a way to incorporate that into what I teach in my astrotheology courses. Have you heard about in Chinese medicine? Do you use medical astrology? Do you use that in
No,
Chinese medicine?
I don't know this kind of treatment.
Yeah,
Could you show
it's
me?
something called
Yeah.
medical astrology.
Mhm. Could you
Yeah,
show for
medical.
me some
Mhm.
image? Could you show me some image or
Okay,
show
let me see if
your
I can find it.
presentation?
Hold on. It's before it was very popular before, let's say, the 1400s. Before the 1400s, it was very popular. Everyone used it. It's based in nature. Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying to find a clear image. Ah, so something like, can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, I can do a screen share. Wait a minute. What am I doing? I can do a screen share. Let me try. Let me try screen sharing. Hold on. I don't know what I'm thinking of. Ah, hold on. I gotta open a tab. Give me one minute. So let me do the Google search. So is it possible for, let's say, someone like me, uh, who's an MD, and I would love to get specialty, a Chinese medicine specialty. Is it possible? Are there classes are there cla- are there training programs rather in English, or not yet? Can you hear me?
Oh, astronomy. Ah, yeah, I know. I know
Do you,
astronomy.
do you see the
But
screen?
it's okay.
Can you see
But
the screen share?
it's really complicated. Compli
Yeah, well,
complicates.
I'm gonna show just I'm gonna focus on one. Do you see the title?
Hmm. I
So
can see.
those are the zodiac signs. Can you see that?
But
Oh,
maybe
hold
have
on.
the problem.
Wait, let me go back and try to do it again. One moment. How about that? Can you see that? You see, it
Yeah.
says astrochemical, physiological, and chromatic chart, and then it has the zodiac signs, Capricorn. But this is an idea of it. But if you look at this circle, look at the center. It's
Oh,
similar to what you showed with the image in the middle. Do you remember that?
it's really hard to do.
Oh, it's hard.
In
Okay.
yoga, I see yoga. They
Okay.
practice this show.
Uh, okay. So yeah, let me. So this is the. Can you see my cursor? This is the man's head. So his head is in Aries, the zodiac sign Aries, and then his body goes around. and his feet are in Pisces, in the zodiac sign Pisces. But anyway, it's I guess a story for another day. But okay, so I think your actually I think your English is quite good. To be quite frank with you, your English is good.
Thank
I
you.
think you should practice pronunciation, but in terms of your listening skills, I think they're good. When we spoke, you understood everything I said. Um, you didn't hesitate to respond that often. There weren't long hesitations, and I think you expressed yourself uh, fairly well. So there's some pronunciation. Uh, you should work on pronunciation, but your pronunciation of some words. But that's only because you're not speaking English every day. So I think if you have someone to practice with every day, your English skills will improve really quickly.
Yes, I hope that. Every day I'm
Yeah,
trying to listening, reading, but it's really slow because I have a time for work and I can't focus 100% for English, and therefore I feel my level is really slow and is increased in slowly, slowly, slowly. Especially only when I'm over 30 nowadays, you know?
but if I can give you one bit of advice, okay, and this is not just you, this is most Vietnamese people. When you speak English, you have to speak uh, loudly. You have to speak loudly. I think most Vietnamese, maybe most Asian people, you guys speak very softly. Yeah, very soft, almost like a whisper. Almost all Asians. But English, in in the Western culture, you have to speak uh, loudly. That's the culture.
Um,
Yeah, you have to practice speaking loudly. Um, um, but that's really the only like really big thing. It's just you should speak more loudly.
you know what? Um, some people they have a good energy, but
Yeah.
my body, my G, I will send for you a new word that cheese is here. You can watch on my message. You can see cheese. It's mean cheese is not yellow. Cheese is a new word for you. That's it.
Cheese.
Yeah, cheese.
Oh, and you know what else? You didn't make
You
the
know,
most common mistakes that most
uh,
Vietnamese people make. Most Vietnamese
mm,
people don't pronounce the SH, and the
um,
CH. They mix it up. You didn't make that mistake. So that's
no.
great.
Cheese is a positive energy. Cheese is energy.
Okay, I understand. Yeah,
Yeah, cheese is present for energy. If I'm trying to speaking louder,
yeah,
my energy will lose. I can keep for a long time. I'm
yeah,
trying to speak continue and continue for a long time. My
yeah,
body feels tired, and so I will put intake jingle, ginseng, ginseng,
yeah. Chi,
ginseng, ginseng,
or ginseng.
ginseng.
Yeah,
Exactly. My body is not good.
yeah,
It's very, it's very feel tired when
yeah.
I'm trying talk or trying tips for my student for a long time. Yeah.
Yes. Ah,
Sometimes I'm trying to lower, speak louder, but after that,
I feel tired and exhausted. I just can't keep my voice is balanced and smaller and is well suitable with me. My
Yeah,
lung
you
is
just
not
have
good.
to, but you have to practice. You have to practice because it's part of our culture. Um, I'll be frank. If you speak very softly, then people will ignore you. They won't listen to you in the
Mhm.
West because it's difficult for us. I'll give you an example. I'll give you an example. Asian people tend to be short, so the difference between our ears, right? So, for example, if you're standing next to me, maybe you're here, and my ear is here, and there's a big space between my ear and your mouth, so we can't hear you, and you're already speaking softly. So people in the West, they will just not listen to you. So you have to practice speaking louder. You understand
Oh,
because it'll be difficult to understand you unless you train yourself.
yeah,
So that
absolutely.
yeah. So
Is
now you feel tired, but with practice, maybe 6 months or 1 year, you can speak louder and it won't make you feel tired. But it's very important that you learn to speak louder.
oh, yeah.
Trust me. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm trying and will keep continue.
But it's. I think the more you speak English, the uh, you'll maintain your energy. The more you do it, you'll maintain your energy. It's like I guess maybe similar to going to the gym. When you first begin to exercise, your body's tired, but you eventually you gain endurance.
Mhm.
So it'll be the same for you. And I hope we can continue doing uh, this English lesson regularly. Um, so we will continue? Is it Wednesday and Friday? The more you practice, the more uh, easy it will become for you. You
Yeah,
just have
I think Friday is better, and after 8:30 p.m.
okay, that's fine. Yeah, that
Yeah, it,
so only Friday. So no longer so just Friday or Wednesday and Friday. What's
Friday.
Friday? Okay, good.
Yes.
Friday.
Thank you. Thank you
Good.
so much.
So okay, so next week we will use the book, or do you want to do another presentation?
It's okay. It's okay. If I'm trying to speaking with the five elements in Chinese medicine, it will help you understand better before you come back with the book, because I think the book have heavily knowledge with you. If you don't have any knowledge about yin and yang and five elements.
You just tell me what pages to read. I can read it and I'll be okay.
Okay, five
Very,
elements,
I'm
five
very.
element therapies. That's
Can
it
you?
will simplify for three fire, earth, metal, and water. Is have in the natural. And after that, when you understand clearly about five elements, we can compare with five organs in our body.
Did you
Five
say earth?
organs:
Well, it was earth,
earth, water,
water,
fire,
fire.
tree,
What's the
and
fourth one?
metal. And metal,
Okay, metal,
metal,
metal, and what's the other one? The last one.
trees, trees, tree, plant,
So
plants,
tree. So earth, fire.
water. Yeah.
So earth, water, fire, metal, and trees.
Yes, exactly.
So let me guess. Water is emotion? Yes or no? Emotion?
No,
No.
water is present for kidneys. Kidneys.
Kidneys.
Our
Oh,
yeah, our
ah,
organs. Our organs.
ah,
Fire for heart.
for heart,
Earth is our stomach.
stomach.
Or liver. Or liver is for tree, and
Liver is for tree,
metal for lung.
and metal for lung. Why metal
Yes.
for lung? Why for lung? Metal.
Because
It's
we
in
have
right? Yes.
several things is have the cooperation connect with lung. For example, with the I think I should to read several vocabulary about this therapy, and the next time I will talk to you better.
Okay. Okay. So
Okay.
before you go, so you said the tree is the liver. That's because of the branches.
Mm.
Yes or no? The branches and the roots. Is that why the tree is the liver? The,
Uh,
well,
I,
let me.
I would, yeah, I would like to read the first when I'm explain for you now five elements.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
thank you.
Okay. Good enough.
Yeah, I'm out. So bye
Okay.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye. Yes,
Nice to
see
meet
you.
you. Nice to meet you. Thank
Yeah.
you. Have a good evening. Bye bye.
Bye bye. See you.
Okay, everyone. Have a good day.